Welcome to this chess game, where today we will watch Napoleon play chess. This game took place in 1804 in France at Malmaison Castle. Napoleon Bonaparte had the white pieces, playing against Madame de Remusat, a woman of letters, and the game commenced with Napoleon Bonaparte moving knight to c3, the Van Geet opening, which is not a very common opening, and black responds with e5, taking control in the center. Knight to f3 attacks the pawn, and the pawn is defended. And now e4 by white, transposing to a variation of the Philidor defense. And next, f5, attacking the e-pawn. And we notice that white has two knights developed, and black has no pieces developed yet, but has three pawns pushed forward. And next, h3, an interesting move, which after f takes e4, this h3 pawn may block the bishop from pinning the knight to the queen. And so next, pawn takes e4, and knight responds, recapturing. And here we see the possibility of a pawn push by black chasing this e4 knight away. But in the game, knight to c6 was played. And so next, white responded with knight at f to g5, moving in towards black's king side. But with this move, the computer evaluation shows that black should be winning. But in the game, d5 was played, and here the e4 knight is under attack. And so white counterattacks with the queen on h5, and black blocks this attack, forcing a retreat by the queen to f3. And in this position, black is clearly ahead, but in the game, knight to h6 was played next. Now, had knight to h6 not been played, we may have had a different outcome, because once knight to h6 was played, the computer evaluation jumps drastically in white's favor. And so before playing on, let's go back to queen to f3 by white, and if black would have commenced with bishop to f5, blocking this checkmate threat on f7, the game may have turned out different, with a continuation such as this. Bishop to b5 would pin this knight to the king and prevent an attack by the knight to the d4 square, which would attack the queen and threaten this c2 forking square on the king and the rook. And a possibility would be d takes e4, bishop captures, putting the black king in check, and the game could have turned out this way, with black ahead. Both queens fighting in the center, but white would be behind in material, and the computer evaluation gives a sizable advantage to black. And because black did not follow this path, Napoleon seems to have gotten lucky here, as knight to h6 was played instead, giving white the advantage. And white uses this advantage to attack. Knight to f6, check. King moves. The knight checks again, capturing a pawn. King move, and another attack with the Other knight. The king captures, but now black is in trouble. The evaluation bar is swung drastically in white's favor, and we see that there is a mate in 3 with bishop to c4 check, forcing the king to move forward. King captures on c4, and then queen to b3, checking the king again. The king attempts to flee, but it's too late. Queen to d3 mates the black king, and Napoleon Bonaparte wins. I hope you enjoyed this example of Napoleon playing chess. And if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. Leave any comments or suggestions. Thank you, and have a great day.